All right, we're live.
Hello, hello.
Who are you guys?
Huh?
Yeah, I've never met you guys. Need a formal introduction.
So we are here with uh Urban versus Curtis, and on commentary today, Jaming and Teddy. Looks like
Hello.
we
Yay.
are just about ready to get started here. All of our racers have confirmed they've got their set seeds working. So once we get ready from both of our racers, I think we're good to get started here.
I'm ready.
I'm also ready.
All right, and with that, let's get this started. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, gamers. All right. Here it is. It's the thing. Welcome.
First off, Curtis has unfortunately his like 6 second of stream delay.
Yeah, that always sucks.
But I'm gonna time to commentate early game for 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This is an early game. I don't have anything to talk about.
Average Curtis stream delay. That's sad. Urban Whistles 2 should be fine. Curtis only gets one. Nice. Clean by Urban, even with 2. Also clean by Curtis. So I would say right now they're about even with because of the stream delay. So they probably have their own timers. So at the end we'll be able to see who won because they are timing themselves, which will discount any stream delay that we may have. Let's see if Curtis gets frame perfect enter. Urban did not get it. Okay, neither of them got it. Unfortunate. Curtis just has farther pallet posies for absolutely no reason because Pikmin 2. That'll be around 2 seconds of time loss because the game said no.
Classic Pikmin 2.
Yeah, because that's
Just
nothing
being
determined above ground
dick.
RNG. And for some epic Bullbore lure strats, Urban messed us up last time a little bit, so hopefully he'll be able to redeem himself. And he does.
Does.
Very slick.
Very slick indeed.
No, Chubb, if you came in 25 minutes later, you still wouldn't have missed anything.
That is true.
Looks like Curtis this time having a little bit of goof with the Bulborb. Does the North American way of loading it by dismissing it instead of C-sticking. Or over 3 for frame per enters. Might have to unfollow these two on Twitch if this keeps going up. Very sad. Go for 4. Urban's gonna go on to day 4 while Curtis is still finishing up day 3, mostly because of A, stream delay, B, messing up the billboard on day 2, which loses around 5 seconds. Day 4 is fun because the gameplay starts, but it also doesn't because you get flower picking, but it's still early game, Kappa.
Kappa. Yeah, it still sucks. Let's be real.
What happened to Curtis with that 5 pellet? Because it seemed like he was missing one of his 6 Pikmin. I think it's getting a little bit slower than it would have otherwise. Get ready for egg push. The most challenging part of Pikmin 2 speedrunning.
If that's what you want to go on believing.
Well, the hardest part besides female shear grubs. Beautiful egg push by Urban.
He's gonna get double ledge nectared. I can feel it.
Don't say that. That's like a crime to even mention that.
It's okay, I can just also say Curtis is gonna get double ledge nectared, and that's funny when it happens to both of them.
Okay, but it's less funny. A counterpoint when it happens to one, not the other.
Well, I mean, yeah, but just just don't get double ledge nectared forehead. I don't know.
Rupert opened the onion because he's trying to pluck. Look,
Mhm.
Urban gets double nectar, but they're both on the ground. How convenient.
Double ground nectar.
Just like called optimal.
Yeah, it's just good. Plus they drop over quickly because they're like hitting the wall.
Hey, look, they both got the same RG. Well, close enough.
They
Double
both got
ground nectar.
double ledge nectar if ledge meant not the ledge. If ledge was French for not that thing that I just
Bruh.
said. Wait, did I owe them do Louis skip? I wasn't really paying attention.
Now, these people agreed to not do lose skip.
Okay, based. That's what I figured, because that's what Urban's been doing for the most part. This tournament.
It's Louis' eyes if you've never seen this cutscene.
It was way funnier seeing the legs of the dead dwarf bulborb.
Yeah, fun fact, the model for Louis' eyes in that cutscene are bigger than the Louis model itself.
Yeah, don't they have like more polygons than like anything else in the game?
Not sure about that, but it's ridiculous.
You know the meme where it's like the Nier Automata girl has like as many polygons as like the entirety of Ocarina of Time or some shit.
Oh, yeah, that was
That's Louis' eyes.
so true.
Yes, high definition.
Shout out to this cutscene being unskippable. Which means that we just have to mash text, which is always nice.
Yeah. I have a
To be
cool
fair,
idea. I'm gonna make a ROM hack, and it's gonna start off in a cave, and then that text is gonna be in it for no reason.
bruh. Alright, Herbert's in Richmond's Cave. A close citrus, PogChamp. 1 second time save.
Yeah, look at these snowballers playing defense on this. What's that? Quenching emblem? Is that bottle cap?
Quenching Emblem. I never remember the name.
The only ones I remember the name of are Quenching Emblem and Draw Ender. Those are the only two.
And like Massive Lid, and that's all.
Well, those are
Dart
different.
Ender.
Like I can do like Thirst Activator and stuff, but like the actual like just bottle cap treasures, I only know those
Massive
two.
Lid is a bottle cap treasure.
Which one's Massive Lived?
I don't know.
Well, then I don't remember it.
GK2, okay. Which means it's GK4 and NPC. Smile.
That's the Yoo-hoo milk, right?
We're time for easy 2. Let's see if the Dwarfle board will end these people's lives. The final boss of Pikmin 2 is really as a beginning.
The final boss was Glutton's Kitchen, giant bread bug.
It's actually female shoe grubs.
Shout out to Pikmin feminism and all that jazz.
Pretty sure it's actually unoptimal to activate the geyser cutscene right there, since it's better to do it while stuff's moving.
Like, oh no, like my frames, my time loss.
Exactly. If you lose 1 frame in Pikmin 2, you must reset the speedrun.
That is true.
Anyways, yeah, both runners get 8 purples. Curtis has 28 Pikmin. We did not get very many on the globe initially.
Yeah, what
Let's see
happened?
if Orban gets trolled by the purple Pikmin.
I mean, they both played it pretty much right, so
Urban didn't get trolled, that's nice to see.
Curtis just could have had less Pikmin with him going down, but otherwise they both played this sub perfectly fine.
Curtis threw 7 purples, which is interesting decision.
It's just 2 variations. It's you get the globe in a bit faster, but you only get 1 bug body.
Yeah.
I personally would rather just get both bug bodies, but there definitely is like, yeah, that's definitely a strat.
Yeah, it's just preference, whether you know you can get an extra 2 bugs somewhere, or if you just want the time save, because why not?
Yeah. I think Curtis is ahead right now because I think Curtis is the one with the like 6-second dream delay or something, right?
And I still think Urban's definitely ahead, because Curtis had that goof with the day 2 Bulborb.
Oh, that's true.
The final
Curtis,
boss is Leg Nectar. So true, Pi.
so true. Curtis definitely like pretty close trailing behind Urban though.
Yeah, this is still fairly close. All things considered. It looks like Curtis is about 9 seconds behind. I can see that from the day 2.
Yeah. Just round up to 10. Let's be real.
But
He's
yay, we're out of Valley of Proposed 1.
Yay. This part's still boring. It's less
Although-
boring, but still boring.
Arguably, Awakening Wood is much less boring than VOR1.
It's still boring.
You haven't lived till you've seen Best Possible Hold Beast 1.
Oh, I've seen
Riv-
Best Possible Whole Beast 1. It's hype, but it's also like the split itself is boring.
Riveting gameplay.
Yeah, the gameplay is good because these are top players and they like they move and do cool stuff. But like the actual split itself is boring as nutsack.
Yeah, they do be fast though.
Yeah, they be speed running. They are running with their speed.
Yeah, fun fact, this gate in Awakening Wood is tied for the highest HP gate in the entire game, and they just put it, like, on the tutorial area, pretty much. So shout out to the devs for that one.
HP. for no reason. It's very funny.
It's like
What's the other one
40.
that's tied with again? I actually don't remember.
They're tied with the 2 black gates in Perplexing Pool,
Oh yeah.
which is like 40 something thousand. And it takes
Is it one of
forever to break down.
That's the one that takes you to Onion Replica and the one that takes you to SMC?
Yeah.
Are those two? Okay. I don't know. I haven't broken down either of those gates in so long.
Yeah, speedrunners don't really know those gates exist, because we just don't use them.
I mean, what's the point? You can just knapsack up and you can just fall out of bounds.
We just do dev-intended shortcuts, guys. Early game moment. We should see Urban going for early net, because he always does that, and he always does it pretty fast. Because he is a gamer. And yep, he's going for it right now. But now Urban has some stream delay, so that'll try and even things up. Lost 0 reds, which is very nice. Into the start of Chicken 2 RNG. Curtis did lose the red to the Baronet. It is slightly unfortunate, but doesn't matter too much. Pi, for the electric gates, they actually generally have way less HP than other gates. Like, all the electric gates in Perplexing Pool have 16,000 health, which is not much.
16,000 or 1,600?
16,000.
Huh. How much do the black ones have?
Black ones have like 40-something thousand.
What the fuck?
I took one stream for, one swear for this Pick and 2 Christian stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over that limit, let's be real. Oh.
For some reason went the wrong way to start the sub-level, even though it was pretty clear that he had to go to the left.
Probably just muted camera positioning.
Yeah. 5-frame time loss, guys. We don't allow that here.
Time loss, time loss, time loss.
I think Curtis is definitely caught up a little bit in Awakening Wood.
Yeah.
Probably just because of reverse stream delay, but I still think he's
Nice.
moving a bit faster.
Puts the leaf Pikmin into the flower. Very cool. Top level pro gamer moves. How epic.
Decent RNG for Hollow Beast 3.
It's Holy Beast 3. Like, the RNG makes a difference, but it doesn't.
If you're like at a level which Curtis and Ruben are, it sort of does.
I mean, yeah, but at that point it goes for like every sub level that has any sort of variance. Like, unless it's like actually worst possible, it's like the same thing as getting Far Citrus, you know? Like, it's not that much
A
improvement.
little bit more than that, but close enough.
It's basically the same.
Yep, a little more stream delay from Urban. But I think the stream delay is sort of offset Curtis and Urban now. So Urban's just a transfer cutscene ahead, so he's around 10 seconds ahead of Curtis.
Yep.
Whole Beast 4, time for the eternal question. Do the runners know where the Mitites are?
Yes.
Maybe.
There's no doubt in my mind that these two know where the Mitites are.
That's very fair. Very likely correct. It would be funny if they don't.
For the record, the Mitites are... Are they there? Okay. I'm not saying I knew where the Mitites are, I'm just saying that they did.
Curtis is going for the card second, which I'm not sure I agree with.
Yeah, I think I disagree with that. I'm pretty sure Curtis and I were commentating over a race, and we basically had a discussion on why you wouldn't go for cards second on that kind of layout.
How ironic.
So if he loses, it's because he made that play, and I'm gonna laugh in his face. Given that he doesn't get, like, I don't know, Breadbug Crash or something. Affiliated Crash. Towerless.
Yo, Pi, I'm glad that we're both honoring the correct way to pronounce Mitites, apparently. I don't know there's an incorrect way to pronounce
Yeah,
it.
how do people pronounce it? Matites?
Mitites,
Yes.
like M-U-H, like M. Mitites.
Matites. Yeah, it's Mitites.
Also,
With
Urban's
the
going
might.
for fastest Empress, so let's see if this works.
Yeah, he's
And he
got
got
it.
it. Legend.
Pog. Did you see the clip of SBU doing fastest Empress on? LOL! LOL! Sorry.
Okay, that gauge is very bad.
Have you seen the clip that SBU sent of doing fastest Empress on NPC? Curtis also gets fastest Empress, but gets a shake. But he still gets the one cycle.
He
Oh,
gets an even worse gauge placement, by the way.
oh, it's
Which I
gonna be
didn't.
one of those.
I already thought Urban got the worst one, but like, yikes.
It's one of those days, huh? Bro, who keeps pinging me on Discord?
Yep, no, so correct. The fastest Empress, but the slowest gauge.
Empress.
Urban is one Poco ahead of Curtis, probably just because of Curtis getting an extra female sugar on Whole Beasts, but Urban getting an extra bug in Emergence Cave. But we can definitely see that Urban's in the lead because of how probably Curtis played at Whole Beasts 4.
Yeah, that was definitely not the best. Let's see how this White Flower Garden shakes out, though. White Flower Garden's always fun, but like in the you should never mess it up way, but you somehow always do mess it up way, and it's really tilting kind of type thing.
Yeah, you can mess up White Flower Garden if either A, White Flower Garden floor absolutely trolls you.
Or you
B,
fuck up 3.
yeah, B, or a skill issue.
Or if you don't do a long throw strat on 2 while Curtis is in your chat.
Yeah, I better see Curtis doing that if we get a layout that calls for
Yeah, like of course Curtis is gonna do it, and then Urban's not gonna do it, and then Curtis is gonna fucking rag on him for it.
it.
It's gonna be great. Also, you just sometimes mess up the fast cycle on the Snagrit, because we all have our days.
Because your cap is the answer.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna specifically call out Cap, but yeah, Cap does that.
To be fair, I always mess up that cycle for absolutely no reason.
I mean, I feel like you have more excuse than Cap does.
Alright, let's see on this 2 layout.
No, no fucking
Uh,
long throws.
yeah, this is not a long throws layout. Also
This
not
is
a very
fucking
good layout either.
annoying too. I kind of hate this actually. I kind of just hate seeing this on my screen. I hate that I'm gonna have to see it again.
No wait, never mind. This layout isn't terrible.
It's not. That's not good. I don't
It's
want like.
definitely it's average.
You don't want to see this too. Let's be real.
Not sure why Curtis dismissed. I guess he didn't want any purples catching on fire.
I guess. I think he. I disagree with the way he played this. No, actually, I do agree with it. It's not horrible. Never mind.
Well, he just
Never
lost a
mind.
second because he dismissed when he didn't really need to.
I don't. I don't hate. I don't hate how he played that. It was just. It was. It was more cautious.
Alright, time for gameplay to commence because they get white Pikmin, which go fast.
Yay
We like
fast.
fast in the business.
Yay fast.
The need for speed.
White Pikmin are honestly the worst part about Pikmin 2 speedrunning, and I will stand by that opinion.
Why? What's the problem?
Because everything involving white Pikmin sucks. Like keeping them alive, dealing with the poison cutscene, buried treasures, like it all just is ass, really.
The poison cutscenes for one sublevel, and that's only if you're bad.
Yeah, but it's usually in FC, and that's kind of a problem. It's usually in a bad spot in FC is when you get the poison cutscene, let's be real.
What? No, you get the poison cutscene in early blues. What are you talking about?
I mean the white Pikmin eaten cutscene, sorry.
Oh, that. That can actually troll you.
Yeah, I've gotten owned by that a lot.
Especially in like FC7 with all the bulborbs.
Or even like FC3, the bull bear.
It was the white Pikmin Eden cutscene for early blues. That's a
Nice, urban.
That's an idea.
Is Kemi? Oh, it's like midnight. It's like 2 o'clock for Kemi. I was gonna ask Kemi what's the two Pikmin, the two flower white horoscope, but
Okay, Pi, but you've seen HSS do everything. But that person is crazy.
yeah, HSS just kind of does stuff.
Remember the old 7-day route when they used the healing cast cutscene for the early blues?
Yeah,
That was cursed. This 4 is something. Urban optimally not dismissing in the first room. This 4 is not good.
Okay, at least the chapstick isn't in an awful spot. It definitely could have been a lot worse.
Not in a good spot either.
I mean, but look at those corridors. You can't
Yeah.
really complain. Yeah, get that talk. Yeah,
Hey, 30 Pocos.
let's go.
Okay, Curtis
Pod AT.
unoptimally dismissing in the first room, which will lose a little bit of time, unfortunately.
Yeah, but before this race, Curtis, like as soon as Curtis joined the voice call, he went over to he was like, hey, do you want to do pod or AT pod for the meme? And then Urban was just like, no, I do not want to do that.
Hey, the layout is bad, but it's easy to read. It's like the whole of Heroes 2 syndrome. You either have a good layout, but you need to be good at the game, or you have a bad layout and you just cry.
Yeah, but the thing about White Flower Garden 4 is that it's like even like hard read layouts aren't that bad to read if you're just like actually paying attention.
Ring gets a snag at one cycle
Yep.
because he is playing the video game.
Easy. Easy boss fight hours. He is dead. Curtis gets the Snagger Clash. Damn, he gets
Urban Curtis
swallowed.
loses Pikmin. He's lost 4 red so far, which will make the
Cringe.
enter Snaggered Hole split a little bit slower because of the gate. Nice launch.
Yeah, he got really lucky with that knapsack though.
Well, it's not really lucky because if you off-screen it, it'll pretty much always go some distance away.
I
And the
mean, yeah,
Snagger
but
is
it's still
facing
a really
away.
good launch.
Certified good launch. Alright, Urban, please save. Thank you.
Curtis, please save.
Let's see if they get trolled with the knapsack, which is like
They're tight on Pokos right now.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Urban got 1 extra on sub level 1.
Yeah, Curtis must have picked up 2 extra Pokos somewhere. I'm not sure where.
Urban gets this knapsack first try, which is always nice. This knapsack's dumb because it's kind of just luck whether you get it or not. Alright, let's see Urban doing early blues here. Hopefully he gets it first try.
That's gaming. Good shit, Curtis.
Hey Cap, what is up?
Hi, Cap.
Nice
We were
early
just
blues by
talking about
Urban.
you, but not saying your name.
We're playing some Pikmin 2 here.
I presume the run got poopied, I think, because I think you were like not at the end.
No, Cap was definitely at the end.
He was? Okay, I wasn't really paying attention. Well,
I thought about early
GG's on your
blues.
run. I hope you did good in that case.
So Curtis has lost 4 reds. Right. Third try blue for Urban. Average RNG.
Cap, how does it feel to be watching a tournament race in which 2 people fight for your affection? Is it like does it make you like all excited, or like is it just like you're kind of like over this shit by now?
1, 2,
I don't think he's here.
3, 4,
Don't count.
5. 5th try. Always lovely to get.
Jack got a 7th try earlier today.
That's unfortunate.
That was hard to watch.
So yeah, we should expect to see Urban gaining some time on the split A because much. Does anyone know why Curtis paused there? I don't actually know.
Pause buffer. I don't know. You had to check the map.
Urban Snagger Hole.
This is literally the most boring sub-level in the game.
That's not true. It looks cool.
I will stand by that. I mean, from a gameplay perspective, I think this is the most boring sub-level in the game.
Full of Beast sub level 1.
At least there's some variation there. Like,
Yeah.
it's samey, but like, at least the RNG is kind of different sometimes. Like, this is literally just nothing. This is just getting 1 treasure or 2 if you're playing AT.
Okay, Curtis lost time on the Intro Snagger Hole split. A, because he got trolled by the knapsack. B, because he paused. C, because he lost 4 reds and the game was slower.
Damn, I'm gotta do him like that.
Well, just being informative. I'm not saying that like he's bad at the video game. I'm saying he got trolled by the knapsack.
And he paused, and he lost 4 Pikmin.
Alright, Snagger Hole 2 time. Time for the funny. Oh, this layout's wow, this layout's really good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Urban, where are you going?
I disagree with that order of operations, but
Yeah, I'm not
you
sure why he
accept
didn't
with the
just
reds, but you shouldn't ferry them before you grab the treasure. Just like leave some reds, ferry them across where the treasure's coming in. I don't know. Where the fuck is the hole, actually?
Okay, Curtis is what I think is the correct play. Just throwing 5 reds off, then loading it instantly.
Yeah. I think Curtis is gonna make up time on this too, for sure.
Well, yeah, Pi, the treasure is quick. But still, it's, you're still gonna be waiting for a tiny bit if you throw the
I
whites.
mean, it's just more time being spent doing multiple things. Because then while the whites are growing, then you can have Louis going over the hole, and then once Louis at the hole and the treasure's collected, you pluck the whites and just go.
It's an
I think
interesting
both are
layout to
pretty
play.
fast. I think both are pretty fast. I think that's one you actually have to like really sit down and think about. But I do think that what Curtis did was faster.
Well, fun fact: when the layout's good, the sublevel's fast. Forehead.
But like, there are different ways to play it. The game's so interesting. Oh my gosh, I'm so different. No bitches.
Gate for urban is surprisingly slow, actually.
Yeah, but Urban still has to ferry his Pikmin across while nothing else is happening. So like, I don't think that is necessarily the fastest way to do it. Or at the very least, I think they're even enough for it to be fair to do either. Because like, it's either you're spending the dead time plucking or you're spending the dead time ferrying. Is really what it comes down to. Ah!
They just get jump scared by the other.
I just got fucking cannon beetle jump scared.
That's a good meme.
Now to get
So
jump
that
scared on
the
Curtis.
gauge should be like very high. So I'm pretty sure Curtis isn't going for the cannon beetle? Question mark.
He's just going for the marble first.
I'm going for the cherry, guys.
Get the cherry, get the cherry.
Max will get the cherry.
Everyone post the funny.
Okay, that watery blowhog is kind of a bitch. Like, wow.
Yeah, it's Max with his bomb. Sure, whatever. Post the funny copy pasta now.
Epic fail copy pasta.
Yeah, also, this... The combat sucked. Like,
Okay, Urban is...
not that it was played poorly, like, that just combat section is bad.
Yeah,
That's actually,
that...
like, not a bad cherry is the thing. Like, honestly, if I'm in Curtis's position, I might grab cherry.
Yeah, I'm still not sure why Curtis didn't go for the high gauge first with the
I mean,
cannon
they're
beetle. I
both
feel
great,
like
so
just kill that
I don't hate what
for
he did.
purple on the body and the magnet.
I think it's just we lost a purple. Curtis lost a purple.
F in the chat.
But yeah, I would just. I can understand why Curtis just went for the marble because he knew where it was.
Alright, let's see if this is good RNG. Maybe. Maybe. No, it is not.
Where the? It's all the way over here. I guess.
Yikes, that's not good at all.
But that's so ass.
What a split.
Classic SH5, just being the worst thing.
Curtis almost got Pikmin 2 and lost the second purple because the purple almost flew off the edge.
Classic.
Well, antenna beetles just like are like rocks. Purple Pikmin just don't stick to them when you throw them on them.
Yeah. Very not.
Anyways, yeah, Curtis is probably realizing how bad the sublevel is right about now.
Urban been knowing.
And yeah, this is certified bad Staggered Hole 5. I like that just missed a lot by Curtis, so the whites would all attack and get the instant load. I like that a lot.
I mean, I like just one-shotting it more, but like, I like the idea at least.
Okay, let's see how this
Lens, saliva tricks.
any TS tiers. And is he gonna search? Looks like he is.
There is a snagger. It looks like he isn't going to fight it though.
Yeah, Bryn doesn't like to get TST as much. He goes for lens or bust.
Yeah. Which I understand the reasoning behind, because wasted snagger combat is so slow.
Yeah.
And it isn't gated, so it's definitely not worth trying to waste your time with the Snagget combat. At least if it were gated, you could justify fighting the Snagget.
Yeah, depending on how much Curtis searches for this lens, he might get a lead in Urban, since Urban spent a decent amount of time just searching around for it.
Yeah.
Urban missed the one cycle, which is not great.
You hate to see it. Is he gonna fight?
With them a gated
No,
gated exit.
it's not okay. Looks like they're both just gonna do the same search.
Yeah, they did like the same search.
Yeah.
I think Curtis is a bit more urgent with his searching, if I may say so myself, because he just
Oh, TST and Lens are both just in hell.
nice.
Where was Saliva Tricks though? That's the real question.
Probably in the same room, cause score. Wait, never mind.
Oh yeah, it could have been in the alcove.
We're probably in the same room. Alright, nice to see that both runners did not crash, which is... Or Curtis gets a clean one cycle. Loses a second purple,
Yeah,
though, which
losing
is
a
not great.
purple. Curtis, you gotta stop losing all your purples, man. That's how you're gonna lose. It's from killing all your purples. Gotta not do that, bro.
Because Curtis has lost several Pikmin. I think he's lost 6 Pikmin, 4 reds, and 2 purples.
That sounds right.
I thought I was watching Curtis, not Mr. J, Kappa.
Well, no, he's lost 6 reds because of the 2 he lost in PS. Although the zone.
Oh yeah,
doesn't count.
he lost 6 reds and 2 purples.
Those 2 reds don't really count because literally you have to kill them. That's like saying, oh, he lost a red when he was doing EB. So he's lost 4 reds and 2 purples.
Hey, just whistle the red forehead. Just don't lose it.
If you whistle the red after EB, fucking good for you. I don't know.
The thing is, you never take reds out after early blue, so it literally does nothing.
Yeah, it does nothing for you. I guess it if you're doing a deathless run.
The thing about Deathless is that you have to get the 1% stun for affiliated.
That is true. Or just use sprays. That's probably what you do in a deathless run.
J5 split, both these runners are okay, that's a nice triple red. These runners are generally very good at this split. So I think the only differences we'll be seeing are the pellets and other small differences in optimization. Urban, why do you have a blue with you? He just dismissed it. Not sure why I didn't throw it at one of the shirt grubs, but let's see. Time for the funny knapsack. Ooh, missed up the alignment a little bit there. Ooh, missed it up twice.
That's rough. Gets cutscene. This is one that's just really tilting to lose time too, because like you'll mess up once and then you'll be tilted a little bit, mess up again, and it just
Well, you mess up once, then you get cutscened into hell, so like...
yeah. Then you get cutscene like 3 times, then you mess up again, and you're like fuck, and then you reset the run.
Yeah, so Curtis lose... No, Curtis didn't lose. Curtis got 2 blue pellets, so he'll have, probably 63 blues. Which is, good for,
Not
him,
amazing
because he
difference,
lost 2 purples. The more
but
blues he can
it is
get, will
nice.
generally do faster. Nice for everyone here.
By the
Okay,
way, is
Curtis...
there any reason why the challenge like link is what it is, or is that just like a random string that it gave you?
Okay, I don't know about that, but Curtis just got mini bridge glitched, which is lovely.
Oh, did he? I didn't even notice this movie.
Pikmin just fell off the globe, and that's why it's super slow. That's just lovely. I love this game.
Yeah, classic. Oh god, classic globe.
The fact that that's happened twice this tournament is kind of ridiculous because I have not seen it in like any stream ever.
It happened.
So yeah, Pikmin 2 sucks.
It feels like it's happened less as of late. I don't know how to like explain that because there's no reason it should. I guess
Well, the
just
reason
people
it
are more conscious to keep it on their camera, but like
Yeah, we know how to prevent it, which is why it's happening less. But I guess Curtis just forgot or didn't do that as much.
but like we've always known that you just keep it loaded on and that prevents it.
But this RNG could have been terrible, but it isn't for BK1. Pretty average BK1. Right, Ruin is actually just a soul level ahead now. So he's definitely saved time as not go to hole. And on the above ground. Makes sense since Curtis is a globe, which is slow because it got glitched. I actually think Curtis played this BK1 a bit faster than Urban since he got the corpse in. He got the treasure in faster, but also got the corpse in about the same speed. With Urban put just the treasure is very slow for Urban. So yeah, we can see during that load that it was a little bit faster. And for BK4, let's see if they get mixed. Critical the fire cutscene, very unfortunate. There's the Wollywog. Urban found that pretty quickly. He's probably gonna search the back of this area for the glint beetle. And yep, looks like it isn't there. I'm gonna load the body with reds. Good play, I think. And yeah, the beetle's over here. Good BK4 play by Urban. Knew where everything was. Okay, that treasure slid super far for Urban, which is not great. Interesting. Curtis went for the beetle first, so he'll probably. I think these are about to equal. Oh wow, he's growing purples. That's understandable considering he lost 2. And this is a race.
Not a horrible spot to grow purples, given this layout. I'm telling you, we need to grow purples on VK4 more, but no one will listen to me. I'm like Lugia, but like my points are less valid than his.
Because you actually don't run the game like at all. He's a 138.
But like it's good.
I think Curtis actually played this 4 much faster than Urban since he lured the Wollywog closer. Let's say you had the 6 ghost. This looks not great.
I will load up that treasure more if I were Curtis, as I was passing by it.
Yeah, Urban, I'm not actually sure why he killed that other Bulwark in the other room. I actually had no idea why he did that, since he knew that the skull wasn't there, because he should have checked what he should have done was checking for the skull before he killed the Bulborb. Instead of checking after, which means he wasted 10 seconds to get 7 Pokos, which is just not good. But yeah, quickly realizing that it wasn't there and going to the room is still going to be decently fast. Wait, Curtis spends time to check if the skull's here, then still goes here when the skull isn't over here. But then realizes way faster and doesn't commit. This Weevil's absolutely trolling Curtis.
Yeah, you kind of getting owned by that Weevil. At least he already had the fire cutscene go off.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't too conscious about that's why he wasn't too worried about his Pikmin catching on fire since he already got the cutscene in BK2.
Getting that cutscene there would just be awful. It would be so slow.
Then you get lockouted. Okay, I remember showing this thing where you go past the fire geyser's Zenthor badge onto it, which I'm pretty sure is like barely faster. So a little optimization, very nice.
It's very much an urban optimization.
The hardest buff in the game, guys. Can you do it?
Yay.
What a tremendous display of skill by the Urban Deer,
God.
tactfully defeating the Emperor Blacks.
I keep thinking about fucking Picky 2 Emperor Blacks, dude. It's bad. That hack is... Oh... We'll now see Curtis throw the red Pikmin on beforehand. Wow. Is that geyser even gonna get destroyed?
Possibly, probably.
Yeah, probably. But if it doesn't, that would be really funny.
Fortified by Curtis, also defeating the Emperor Blacks with no worries. Yeah, this is no, just kidding. Emperor Blacks is a joke. $49.28 is decent enough Poco pace.
Yeah, I don't know what Curtis is on right now.
We'll have to see. Oh, the body is not moving.
Classic. It's cause he put too many Pikmin on the gate, by the way. Is the reason why the body isn't moving.
Okay, Curtis is at 49.25, so only 3 behind Urban. Which is also a very acceptable bug pace. Yeah, that fire geyser did not get destroyed.
Oh, I told you it wouldn't get destroyed.
But he still lost 0 Pikmin in BK, so it doesn't actually matter.
I'm an anime protagonist. Alright, to VR2 we go, the best part of the game. The
Well, it's
only
probably
fun part of Pod is actually... Yeah, no, the only fun part of Pod.
the fun part of Pod is when
I'll
you
drop that
crash.
take. I'll drop that take. When you crash like Breadbug Crash or like VR1 when you crash?
Just when you crash, that's the best part. Also, I don't think Urban has lost like any Pikmin besides the 4 reds who we expect to die. Like, Urban has killed 0 extra Pikmin.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, since he got 3 red pellets.
59 blues is like exactly good, so...
Well, you'd want 60 if you didn't kill any, but alas.
Well, I mean, he got 3 red pellets. What are you gonna do?
And I thought presentation by killing the billboard by the manhole cover on day 6 instead of 7.
It just makes your life easier.
Just stays 1 second. Hehehe.
The best type save in the run. Well, because the thing is that if you're trying to do it on day 7, then you like noodle around with the bulborb, and it's just not fun. It's slow. This guy doesn't have any purples.
Great time for VR2. Above ground day 2. Day 7 technically. But yeah, Curtis usually does not do lifeguard, and Urban definitely does do lifeguard, so let's see if Urban will save 4 seconds over Curtis because of doing lifeguard. Yeah, Urban is definitely going for the lifeguard here,
And it's just faster.
which is the cooler strat, and it's faster, and it's better in every way.
Base lifeguard, base lifeguard, base lifeguard. Yeah, you did it. Yay.
Yay, lifeguard.
Yay, lifeguard. Now get that SATs. Yay, yay, yeah. Yeah, woo, yay, woo.
So true, dreaming.
Ugh. Ugh.
And for grass digger throws.
A grass digger.
They're still free.
Dang, he got like 5 purples up there too. Like I know they're free, but like goddamn, you don't have to flex it.
Yeah, Curtis is not doing lifeguard, which is very sad. The hardest, easiest knapsack in the game. That's why it's easiest. Because it just works.
Yeah.
It's the hardest because if you're even slow, like on the Earth Day for a tiny bit, you just get a cutscene to oblivion.
I mean, to be fair, that also happens with the Enter BK knapsack. Only that one's actually hard.
If that one's like non-trivial to begin with.
Yeah, so it is just the hardest by that logic. When are we getting temporal mechanism? Okay, Google. When are we gonna start getting temporal mechanism in pod?
Here's what the answer is for that. Anyways, yay, fun, SCX time for explosions.
Which one's Gherkin Gate again? Wait, don't tell me.
I will tell you.
That's the nut that's by SMC.
No.
No. What's Kirkengate?
It's the thing in the highlights you need yellows for. It's like the Vlasic container thing.
Oh, the one that's where like the one ship part is on in Pikmin.
Yes.
In okay.
It was a nice read by Urban.
Yo, Lifeguard Kirkengate would be sick though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with Curtis's ring. Oh, white didn't dig. That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely.
Context.
I love when white just don't dig. That's amazing. It being down 5 whites for the first half of SCX is...
You can't make me.
And waiting here is also,
I disagree with waiting there, but...
What? You can't, you have to wait, because the ring resets if you don't.
Oh, you're right. That is the one treasure that does that. Yeah, I would have made that mistake and then been like, fuck, and then reset.
Yeah, you would have had to get some little extras and... You should, like, do Mal or something.
I mean, I can just get the treasure, but spend more time doing it, and then just be down whites is probably what I would do. While I enter FC.
Yeah, but SAT already got collected.
Yeah.
Nice bomb. Gotta love it.
God. Classic SEX. Just being the worst. Not a bad 2, though, all things considered.
Nice.
It's a good 2 given you know how to play it.
Yeah, nice double bomb Malkov, which is... can get you if you're a rookie. Fortunately for us, Urban is not a rookie.
Is Curtis and rookie, though? That's the real question.
No. These are well-established runners. We're at 10 for 3. This looks like a pretty interesting 3. And when I say interesting, I mean not very good.
This isn't horrible, actually.
Yeah, this isn't that bad.
This is actually a pretty good 3, just because all the treasures are like together.
I would say it's pretty good, but it's not terrible.
It's a lot worse in AT.
It's like the same floor in AT.
Yeah, but usually grow whites in AT.
There.
This is a good floor for everything but growing whites on it.
Urban having a little bit of struggles with this. Losing a blue and a white.
Oh my gosh, Azorius moment. You feel up here all night. Oh, also the exit.
Nice exit. Nice exit.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
That's one of the worst exits I've ever seen.
Nice. Oh god. It just keeps getting worse. Oh
Yeah, this is generally one of the worst FCX3 exits I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, I remember when
But
I
it actually
started
doesn't lose that much time, so the treasures are all getting in.
it's still bad.
Okay, it's losing some time, never mind.
It's a bad layout. Come on.
Got so far away, what is that?
Yeah, this is bad. This is not good.
Okay, Curtis did combat first, which I don't agree with. I think Urban did the right play if he didn't mess it up. Okay, to be fair, Curtis thought that there was only going to be one treasure this way, which is a very reasonable assumption, considering how there are 2 rooms behind him. But both this way. So yeah.
It's because all the enemies are over here, so you get all the enemy score. Or and all the fire geysers as well are contributing. Look at those two blues just hanging out on the edge.
I'm surprised Curtis whistled them since he didn't need to, and there's the high chances that it just fell off if he whistled them.
Yeah, I really thought they were just gonna fall off, and I was gonna laugh in his face.
It's time for Curtis to discover what Pikmin 2
No,
looks like.
he's seen it already. He knows it's there.
Alright, hey, Rimwalk, let's see it happen.
Yay, Rimwalk! Yay!
Whoop.
Yay, Rimwalk!
The blue even survived. Hey, Rimwalk.
Based Rimwalk!
I'm gonna have to refollow the Urban Deer on Twitch for that.
Oh my god.
I had to unfollow earlier for something that I forget, but now I get to refollow. Okay, Curtis is like very behind on bugs since not having 6K out of FCX3 is very low.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he had 5994, which is very low. Yeah, Pylo, so okay, this 6 is kind of chaotic.
Neither runner is really happy with their bugs at this point right now.
Yeah. Because like neither of them were above 4930 out of BK, which is kind of like the standard.
Yeah, a little rough. Like they definitely still are like, they still like can make it up, but it's not a great spot to be in for sure.
Okay, this 6 is very weird. Like, what is this?
This is actually a pretty good 6. I've seen 6s like this before. They're pretty good.
Yeah, it's very weird and pretty good, honestly. It's like not a lot of enemy spam in like a tight tight room. Alright,
Yeah.
Curtis, I believe you gotta do it, my man.
It's because it's that bigger room that has all this stuff in.
No, Curtis.
I've seen like 1 or 2 6s that's like that.
Curtis is not happy about that.
Yeah, you're angry. You're gamer raging. Oh my gosh.
That's gonna lose a solid like 20 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
That's not great.
You hate to see it though. For real. I wonder what the 7 is gonna be like. Pi, is it towerless? Please, can it be towerless? It'd be funny. It'd be so funny if it were towerless. Oh my gosh.
I thought Towerless was reserved for grand finals.
We'll see. Okay.
We'll see, smile.
Is
Okay,
it
there's the
actually
tower, but...
towerless? Wait, where's the
Aw,
tower?
damn it, there's a tower.
Aw, damn it. Fuck.
Oh wait, there's a third treasure on this floor?
What? There's 3 treasures on this floor?
Oh, Tub, I am in your mind.
You're lying to me. There are not
I am
three
in your walls. There is no escape.
You're supposed to say ow after I did that. You ruined the bit.
Okay, the 7's not bad, because the tape's also here.
Where is the
Well, actually, we haven't seen where the
lid?
Durst activator is, but I don't think it's too far. I wish the bitrate was not destroyed by Pikmin 2. Okay, yeah, this thing's kind of far, never mind.
Good.
But I've seen...
I think you do combat, get the lid loaded up, and then go get the other treasure. I think is the order of operations here.
Yeah, I've seen worse, but this is, not great still.
I think it's more of a misread. I think it's not that bad if you just get Thirst Activator loaded up.
Getting Durst activator first is, definitely, I think, the correct play here.
Yeah. If not first, at least do it right after the combat.
And that volatile belief will absolutely bounce off of Durst activator.
Ah, yes, my favorite treasure, green. Thank you, SBU. And another ass corridor too. What the fuck?
Nice corridor.
This is a really weird SCX, for sure.
Curtis can try and lure it off the edge. Yes, and successfully. Nice one, Curtis. Okay, I think Curtis is definitely doing the right play here.
Doing the right thing. Oh yeah. Get Stellar Orb, get Stellar Orb, do it, fight Mal, get Stellar Orb, Urban, do it, get Stellar Orb, fight Mal, go do
Ratio.
it, go get Stellar. I want to become like the John Madden of Pikmin. I just want to start writing yellow circles on the Pikmin 2 gameplay and being like.
Don't we all? That should be how Cactus is VOD reviews.
That is how Cap should do his VOD
I would watch the hell out of that.
John Madden style. That'd be awesome. Isn't Thirst Activator the most valuable treasure in Pod?
What?
Isn't Thirst
Yes.
Activator the most? Okay.
It's the most valuable treasure in the first 3 areas.
Really, in the entire? I guess that makes sense.
The only things that are
Then-
worth more.
And then Whisper Wild.
Yeah, the only thing that are worth more are worth like 1,000.
Or 670.
Or that.
Or 3,000.
Or that. Or Mirror Delmo, which is 300 and ties it.
Yeah. And Lustrous Element, which is the 1,000 version. But then there's also the TD treasures that are all 1,000 each.
Alright, let's see if Curtis fights Mal. Damn, unfollowed. Go straight for the geyser. Come on, man.
First, you don't do long throws on the seed where you can't do long throw strats, and now you don't even fight Mal. What the hell?
Nick, wait. Hi, that's such a good idea. We should get the seed up on stream.
You should do
That would be awesome.
It would also be a pain in the ass for the restreamers, but like it'd be fun.
Nice doodle bugs. Get FC1'd.
FC1.
Nice bullboard, waking up.
Stupid fucking tripping blue, dude. Do you see what I mean about hating whites now?
Explain SC1 score to casuals. That would be amazing.
Get rid of the SC1 score or SCX1 score part. Just Cap explains shit to casuals. That sounds like a hell of a good time. From a essence of rage. I mean, there are like websites where you can like upload images and then like people can like virtually draw on it. So you could probably like get something set up for one of those where you just capture that if you wanted to do something like that. No, Pi, don't do that.
I'll listen to SBU.
He's an antenna beetle. You can't trust him.
He's a teenager, you can't trust him. Oh, wait. I'm not sure Urban needs to kill, like, any of these can beetles. Okay, he doesn't kill that one, but I'm not sure why I killed the first one, though. I guess he just wanted to dismiss. to
It's because
get the
it
purple
started
thing.
attacking him while he was in combat. So
Okay,
instead of
that's
just
fair.
dodging it, he just finished the thing. I think is the logic there.
Has to be because you are. It's that simple.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah, runners are just getting stuff now. Just cutscenes are happening left and right. Time for the real score read of Pod FC3.
How good of you are you as a player? FC3, the gamer check. All right, gaming. Good shit, Ruben. And the like. All right. There's the bull bear.
Hey, it's the bear.
And there's the Moldman mother not far behind. Just all of the grub dogs.
Missing the water dumples though.
No fake grub dogs on this sub level, thankfully.
Okay, Urban missed this dwarf for just eating Pikmin for lunch.
Nom nom.
Did successfully read the.
I
I
mean,
think.
he just saw the candle on the come down.
Oh wow, Curtis lost a lot of whites.
What did he just lose them to? I wasn't even paying attention. Was
Cannon
the
Beetle.
cannon beetle? Okay.
He lost so many whites.
I guess what else are you losing Pikmin to on this sub level?
Out of bound shenanigans and Pikmin 2.
Sure. Curtis, don't come in here with "ah yes." Curtis, you can just go back to early blues. You can make up the time. Should have grown on SEX3 SMH. That's all I
Feel like
gotta say to you.
we all
Although
got
you
that
can't hear. I hope you
FC3
can't hear
candy
me.
pop.
I hope you aren't listening to what I'm saying.
Any FC3 candy pop takers? Any FC5 candy pop takers?
Oh my god. That's the most cursed sentence I've ever heard. Is there even a
Any
white?
any
There we go.
FC7 candy pop takers? Alright,
NES.
Curtis is a taker on 3. Taker on 3, alright.
Take her on three.
He might actually just take the candy pops in 3, 5, and 7s.
I doubt.
Also, this FC4 is very chaotic.
Tell me something I haven't heard before.
Heck you. And if Urban dies too, I think he'll be more than even Nub Tub. If Urban loses to purples like he did last race, I still think he'd be in the lead because having whites. Having purples just makes the game harder. Having no purples makes the game harder. Having no whites makes the game slower.
No, having no purples makes the game slower.
And that. Time for Mamudas and the butterflies being dicks.
My spectralids, not even the worst spectralids in pod. Lol. There aren't even any other spectralids in pod though.
Awakening wood. There's like four enemy souls rising in the cutscene. It's pretty funny. Psychosis is going the whites here. Good play, I think. Or why are you flowering your Bulbin? That does nothing.
Makes them faster. What else is he gonna do? All I wish for the treasure to get in.
Okay, this could be freaking double statue layout, or I'm just gonna get both. Like, watch this.
Oh my god. Fucking imagine. I hope it's a no whites is worse than no purples. I agree.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, but like it's still bad. It's all just bad.
That's not a statue layout. I mean, okay, yeah, you can't. Whites mean to actually just lose a bunch of Pokos. Like, you lose 320 Pokos after FC3.
Oh, look
Because
at
on
all the
7 you have the Flame
big
Killer.
bullboards hanging out.
Oh yeah. Bullboard hangout party.
The council will decide your fate.
They're chilling.
Big chilling.
We might get all 3 corpses since it's not.
Yeah, those are good corpses to get for sure.
Yeah. Good money, good money.
Yes. Yes.
This room is littered with dwarves.
Yeah. All the
That's an
it's like
odd flip.
you know
There's-
you know Thanksgiving where there's like there's the adult table and then there's the kids table. This
Yeah,
is
that's
that.
what this top level is.
That
You don't see that
sub-level,
flame
yeah.
killer location every day, by the way. That's the rare spawn.
I mean, yes, no whites, but I would rather be down like 2 whites than be down like 2 purples. I think is kind of what it comes down to. If you lose all of your whites or all of your purples, it doesn't matter. The runs are just over, right?
But, well, like in a race.
Shut up, Pi. You know where I was getting at.
You know Thanksgiving.
I got the point across. I don't want to hear it.
If you have no whites, you become +10. If you have no purples, you become Mr. J.
Woo! Zing.
Okay, Urban is actually doing very fine at bugs now. He's doing absolutely okay.
Yeah.
66 bugs in FC. Wow, that's quite a few.
I mean, yes, in a race, that's true, but like either way, I'd probably just die. Fast BLL. Um, um, BLL actually. Hey, my name's BLL. I'm knocking at your door. I've come to disagree with you. Hello, I'm BLL. I'm slow BLL. Don't you wish you had purples?
For FC, you still need whites for 200 Pokos in VOS.
Ratio. How many burieds are in PP for pod?
There's 2.
2.
There's
Yeah.
2 in COS. The shell and the diamond.
Yeah, 1 in COS 3, 1 in COS 5. Bro. Curtis.
You just lose more Pikmin.
No, he was running up to the hole and he fell off the fucking ramp.
Oh no, that's definitely a tilt moment.
That's honestly worse than losing Pikmin, is just shitty movement.
Yeah. I told you, he's growing whites at 7.
I mean, it makes sense, but like...
What? 37 Pikmin? Oh no.
See, now those reds that he lost suddenly matter a bit more, because he's gonna need to be using them in PP.
Are you playing with some omniscient spheres right now?
Just no, just dice.
So you got some chance totems.
Yeah, I have some chance totems exactly. I have a vibraphone song stuck in my head by the name of the guy who made it is his first name is Jason, his last name is something that starts with an A, and I'm not gonna try to pronounce. But it's a really catchy song. It's very weird and jazzy, and not like experimental, but very weird. Very
Curtis is absolutely going on a killing spree in these dwarf bulborbs. No more kids to the dinner table. So you know it's Thanksgiving.
Food.
Also, the duck isn't gated, PogChamp.
Let's go.
Curtis lost another white. That's amazing. This is very unfortunate. Curtis is also going to be lower in money than Urban, but he should still maybe be okay.
Maybe. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, the OS3. Haha.
The 8079 should be alright, maybe.
Maybe.
I think it's
I
alright.
think that's doable.
I know it's low, but I think it's doable.
Yeah. It's bad.
Double gated treasure, that's what we love to see. That's awesome.
Is the hole gated as well?
No, there are only 2 gates on the floor.
Oh, I knew that. I'm nowhere. I know Pikmin 2. I know 2.
Okay, Curtis has more purples than whites, which is, it's, something.
It's not good. He's just taking out all of his Pikmin at this point.
Yeah, because he only has 98 total.
Yeah.
Let's see what it's for. Any TC potential? That's a nice gate. Nice corridor. And a nice corridor.
Other Universe Max would get this love nugget.
What is that? That corridor was much better than doing these gates, actually.
Yeah.
But for the first 5 days, Numtub, yeah. Once you grow into Snagget Hole 6. Actually, for the first 6 you do, since you don't get in subterranean complexes on day 7.
I mean, you still grow in SH2. I put you at even.
That puts you at even, though.
Yeah. So then it's not having. Then you don't want to have more purples than whites. You just want to have purples and whites.
You're gonna have stay at 20 purples and just like get more whites, pretty much. You're running 20 purples. This should be a pretty easy BLL kill with how many purples he has.
PK4. Yeah.
Rip no Sunny Cycle, unfortunate.
So fast.
Nice kill.
He has been bisected.
Anybody down for some spider dissections? I feel Sunday night.
Key, the 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 key,
The key.
the key, the key.
Also, great treasure named the Regal Diamond when it's literally a diamond. Like, wow.
I mean, there's also Pokemon Double A. That's just a double A.
Durable energy cell for Duracell battery.
Yeah, that literally is just what Duracell is, huh?
The key.
Ow.
Exactly.
I love how that character just looks like the key.
I don't actually know what that kanji means, but that looks like a key, so I approve.
Allegedly it means to occupy.
But that's Google Translate, so we can't trust it.
I mean, yeah, that's why I said allegedly.
Yeah. Urban getting aquatic mine because you need to.
It's probably close enough.
But the boys to move like 4 feet away from where it spawned, it's like 4 feet away. Which will make this split a little slower, I think.
Oh, funny AM, funny AM.
It's not funny cherry though, which I wish one of these winners got.
Or funny love nugget, or funny anxious sprout, or funny science project, or funny
Funny
TS,
saliva tricks.
or funny toadstool,
Funny cookie.
funny cookie. They could still get funny cookie to be
Yeah,
fair.
or funny master's instrument.
Yeah, or funny Master's Instrument is GK1, right?
Yes. Okay, Curtis is like 25 behind where
Funny
he wants to be.
Flackerless?
Now, Pi, it's 20 Pokos, so actually, it's like potentially worth.
No.
It and Cherry are the same worth.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I guess, but like, come on. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like one white you throw on there for, and like wild lens is getting in or whatever, but like, come on. Yeah, Leviathan Tether is the ones that's actually just never ever redeemable to go for.
Because A, it takes like 30 seconds to waste time.
No Master's Instrument. Curtis taking the hallway instead of the gates.
Like, yeah, the hallway is definitely faster. I like how Curtis
Is he
is
grabbing
doing this.
TC? No, he isn't.
No, he should not grab TC here.
I mean, he could. It would lose time, but it's definitely like not the most unreasonable thing you could possibly conceive.
But then if you grab TC, you still can't really skip mine. If you skip mine, then you're 35 behind, and you have to get Master's Instrument and more bugs. So, like...
Or just get Cookie.
I didn't see where the cookie was, but,
Cookie's actually... Cookie's not in the in like best possible. Or where it would be best possible if the lid were there. Yeah.
Okay, if Cookie's pretty free, interesting.
This is a cookie that Max would pop off for.
Let's see if Curtis gambles for the cookie, because if he doesn't, he's probably gonna, if he doesn't gamble, he's gonna get Master's Instrument. If he does gamble, he's in luck.
Placardless?
I think Urban is far enough ahead so it doesn't matter too much. Technically, it's always free because it doesn't cost Pokus to collect.
Shut up. It does cost.
That's
72
pretty funny.
ratio. Time is a currency.
Boomers can make
so
good jokes
you aren't a
sometimes.
gamer. You aren't a gamer. You're a fake speedrunner. Get out of my chat.
So Curtis is gonna be 20 behind if he gets mine. So he might actually just. I think what's gonna happen is Curtis is gonna bank on getting a bunch of bugs in GK. Actually, just get cooking instead and be perfectly fine. That's my prediction.
Yeah, it isn't. It isn't my chat, but I. That doesn't change what I said, did it? Get out of my chat.
The hole's like right by spawn. What the hell?
That's a whole moment. That's like whole wheat bread, you know?
Holy Jesus. Urban pulling a cap and not putting a Catherine bite despite it being 3 inches away. Yep, pie, good for exploration kit runs. I think Curtis with his fantabulous aquatic mind skills. Let's see how this goes. Where's the Bulbar going? It's running away. Also, there's Moke throws.
Alright, it is now time to see the runners test their moke throw skills.
Nice.
Good job, Irvin.
He's doing it Louis because it's easier. Louis is taller than Almar. This Almar's a short fool.
I don't like
Irvin
the
just
way
isn't
he's
getting the body for anything.
doing things.
I didn't know he was that
doesn't need
ahead
it.
on bugs.
He got mine.
I didn't see his Poke account entering BK, so I don't know how much she needs. Yeah, definitely a nice throw. Okay, I'm not actually sure why Urban didn't get that body since he needs 9 bugs.
Yeah.
He needs 19 more bugs.
I mean, that's not hard to get. Just
Yeah, but
you
getting
just-
3 anodes probably lose a little bit of time.
I mean, you
Alright,
also
so yeah,
get
I
red
predicted
button.
correctly, and Curtis is gambling on Cookie. And got it.
You did the max classic.
To be fair, this time he was definitely fine if he didn't get Cookie. He's even going for it. He's not even getting Cookie. What?
Poser.
Why not? Like, he's like behind the bugs.
Neither of these two are taking their Poco count as seriously as they maybe should. I feel.
Oh wait, never mind. I'm bad. I'm an idiot. 88.45. I'm stupid. Ignore me. 88.45 is get nothing but the bull bear and the bread bug in GK.
And the mandatory treasures.
Yeah. Brittany needs 3 anodes, which is doable. It should be fine. Urban didn't get UFO'd, I don't think.
No,
Yeah, that's certified not UFO.
the Victual is seemingly less hideous than it usually is today.
Mm-hmm.
Did Curtis just zap a bunch of his Pikmin again?
I wasn't looking.
I just saw.
Urban, you should probably be getting those antidote beetles because we need 3 of them. Just saying. Okay, yay, walkies!
Oh, he's also.
SPU post the funny.
SBU post the funny. SBU, we need you. Where are you? SBU. You gotta post it, SBU.
Okay, yeah, Curtis did zap Pikmin and so did Urban.
Yeah, everyone's zapping Pikmin.
Okay, Urban is gonna need 3 antidotes.
It's a zap party.
Oh, electrifying. Okay, 4 things just happened. I don't know what any of them happens. So, Curtis is going to walk out of bounds. Urban's getting trolled by the giant breadbug himself. Curtis's bull bear walked out of bounds. Interesting laugh by Jaming. And then what is chaos? Urban's breadbugs are just absolutely trolling him right now.
Alright, let's see these Moke throw. Curtis!
He got them. It's just like the shout. Curtis!
God damn it.
Urban got exactly 10k.
It's a classic, exact, perfect payoff with that.
Nice.
You're a
Nice.
legend.
Nice.
Nice.
So, it looks like he'll be getting a 141 low, but with the stream delay, it might be a 140 high. Depending on...
Probably still a 141 low. Probably like a 141.0.
There's a lot of stream delay, though.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna...
with the stream delay, I think it's like a 141.04 or something.
I think it would be like
Lowest.
140. I think it's a 140, but...
I don't think it's a 140.
Hopefully he'll stay for the in-game time so we can see.
Yeah.
GG, Urban. Great job, Urban.
Yeah. Curtis is probably like 3 minutes behind, you think?
What?
Curtis is probably about like 3 minutes from finishing.
I was just at 30 and I was really confused.
3 as in...
Yeah, I'd say he's like 3 to 4 minutes behind. It was just so long GQ6s.
Where's Urban? He's supposed to be Hi.
There's Urban.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Congrats.
Congrats on winning. You're in
Thank you.
wherever you are in the bracket now. I don't know. I just talk about these things. I'm not paying that much attention.
Losers 5, I think.
He's gonna face either Chemical or Max 25 in the losers round 5.
Yeah. Loser semi. So he's either gonna... Actually, aren't either of these a rematch for you? Or have you not fought Kenny yet? You haven't fought Kenny yet. So it's either a rematch
No, I haven't played Kemi yet.
or fighting Kenny.
I would put it slightly in Kemi's favor, but only like 55-45. Like really, really close.
I think those two are very close.
Yeah, that'll definitely be a great wait.
15 for the record.
It's not
It's
Urban
water, Dub Tub.
Urban is a connoisseur of the drink.
Oh, I thought Urban was vaping.
Okay.
I'm too old to vape.
That's true.
No,
That's true.
just regular water, Dub Tub.
Not even like smart water,
No, just water.
like tap water, or like
It's bottled water.
what's the
So
what kind of bottled
filtered tap
water?
water. Uh, this isn't what it is, but the correct answer is Nestle Pure Life.
Oh, okay.
And you're all. it's
No,
a
I know
meme.
what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Don't worry about it.
Everyone who vapes is from the
I'm-
age range of 14 to 21.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm unfortunately well outside that.
Did you just say vaping is for the age range of 14 to 21?
Well, it's not for that range, but that's the range where people actually do it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
I don't either. I'm glad this is necessary to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Urban, you were fast because you had like no Pikmin deaths up until like GK.
Yeah, Curtis lost to like one purple in like SH5 or not, like SH4 and then lost a purple to PS. And then lost like a bunch of whites later. Like he just had a fair bit of Pikmin losses that kind of threw him off.
That's unfortunate.
He still played very well though.
Yeah, definitely. A weird seed, like some
Dude, that
stupidly good
SEX.
sub-levels, some stupidly good sub-levels, and then some just awful ones.
The SEX3 were like all the treasures are right by each other, and there's like a million-year corridor in order to get to the hole.
Yeah, that was.
That happened like twice, where there were really long corridors. SEX7 had a really long corridor for the X.
Yeah, it did. Hi, Curtis.
Curtis.
GG's.
Dude, fuck that run. I got screwed on all the above grounds, and I had a boulder kill 20 whites on FC2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
That really sucks. That was also a weird ass layout. I struggled.
On what? The GK3?
No, FC2.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know why the boot was in the middle.
Well, it can any spawn point in that room is the same. So it can spawn in any of those positions.
No, I meant like not in the farthest room. I guess there's just not spawn points in that room.
Well, yeah, that's the spiral room you normally spawn in, and it only has the one spawn point for the treasure, or for the higher score treasure, which is the present.
Alright,
Cause
fair enough.
the other spawn point in that room is like the spot on the stump where you get the bulborbs and cave of pain.
Also, that seed had like no bugs. I had to farm on FC7 because I was low.
FC7 was good for bugs though. That was a really nice FC7 for getting bugs.
Yeah, so
Well, it was good for bugs, but it was top to bottom.
it
Yeah.
was pretty bad, yeah. I recognized that I was gonna be low on bugs and started collecting a fuck ton in SCX. So like SCX1 I got like 14, 15, something like that.
Yeah, you got a bunch of bugs.
I got
I
no, I
got.
got both big ones and 3 smalls, so that's what, 20?
I think I only
That's
got
one.
one of the big ones. I probably should have waited for the second one, but I didn't know how far it was.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna head out. GG, Curtis.
GG's.
All right. Well, GG everyone. Looks
Yeah,
like
GG's.
Urban is going to be moving on to losers semifinals. Curtis, unfortunately, is going to be out of the tournament after this. We have one more match scheduled right now. I believe it is on
It's Max versus
Wednesday.
Kemi on Wednesday.
It'll be Max vs. Kemi, yes. 3 p.m. EDT. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you all later. Thanks for watching, everyone.